I mean, I think first and foremost, the crucial thing to have in mind about renewable energy is that it is an inherently deflationary source of energy, whereas fossil fuel energy, the energy that we've all grown up with and that has fueled industrial civilization for the past 250 years, is an inherently inflationary form of energy. And therefore, you have to rethink the way that you approach investing in energy going forward, because the cost of renewable energy will only continue to fall. This will continue to undermine the economics of the fossil fuel industry. And if you ask what is the biggest learning experience of all in Europe over the last decade, it is really that as more and more renewable energy has come onto the system in the European power system, the cost or the wholesale price of electricity has fallen significantly. So all of the cost is in the infrastructure. The cost of that infrastructure has been falling like a stone for the last 10 years, and in the case of solar in particular, it will continue to fall. So you really have to think about the implications of all of that for your business and prepare for a future that is going to be fueled increasingly by the sun and the wind. And as we gear up on storage, that's the next big challenge. Even Europe hasn't yet ramped up storage capacity significantly yet, but I think that's the big story of the next 10 years, not only in Europe, but around the world.
So I feel that the role of policy in regulation and driving decarbonization is of course very important, especially if we can get larger policies in place like a price on carbon or phasing out subsidies for fossil fuels. Those would be incredible, but of course a bit politically challenging at the moment. So more targeted policies can be very effective, like the tax credits for electric vehicles or rebates for heat pumps that can help people move towards cleaner electric solutions in transportation or heating and cooling in their homes. Other interesting changes in rules can be made not just by policymakers but by utilities themselves. They can do interesting on-bill financing or different ownership models to promote heat pumps or batteries in the home. So there's a lot that utilities can do.
Our investors are excited about the low carbon resource path that PNM is going on, and they're proud that we're the first investor-owned utility to commit to the soonest goal in 2040. They see it as a long-term benefit for our communities, for the environment, and for our investors, because they know that the world is moving to carbon-free electricity.
Orsted is primarily active within offshore wind. We also do other renewables, but the role of policymakers in offshore wind has been crucial to the success of that technology. It is what has created the outlook and the market in northwestern Europe, and it's what has actually created the possibility to invest significantly and over time to drive down costs, making it now affordable and competitive with fossil fuels. It will also be political leadership that would be essential to getting to the next phase of renewable deployment, where scale is magnified up to the level required to stay below 1.5.